Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 56 is the mic. I'm coming. 26.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
47.
Check like 39. Check like 39.
It's just me. It's just me and you.
Hey, check like 39. Check like
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going deep for Benjamin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Travis Benjamin, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Squeeze, double. Check.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
57. Hey, exit. 57. Come on. Bring it. No. Hey, lady. Inside.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here we go. Line 8. Here we go. Going to 54. Line 8.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
That's it.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
26.
Now on 2nd and 16. Prescott into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Check four. Under 10, 10.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from 1st down. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Kill. Hey, here I come.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Gordon on 1st down. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm going to come back to you.
It's Troymaine Pope, the former Jacksonville State Gamecock. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bravo. Rip left, rip left. 25. Red 80. 25.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Drops it off for Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Stop your whining.
Darnold from the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Well, this game want to keep giving this nigga that shit. The fuck? Nigga, this nigga some bullshit 2 times in a row.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Red 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Following the field goal on is Locke Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. It's Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Let's go, let's go. Number 53.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now it's Bird on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Darnold, and he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over. That's caught inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 53 is the mic.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 53, 47. 50, Check tight. Check 31, check. Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
47, 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Darnold. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Returning, it's Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 2nd catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Push him back. Here we go, 46.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. That's his face here.
Tell me they still let him do that. This game is so fucking fake, bro. Nigga run right into me and still going on.
Melvin Gordon, 42 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
They're not breaking out tackle.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Ready? Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Benjamin. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look.
This game is so fucking retarded, bro. I swear they get bum niggas every fucking thing, bro.
The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 7. First down, Jets.
Hey, Delta.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They can't hang with us.
This is Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
There goes Melvin Gordon, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Keep it up. Here we go.
2nd and 6. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Look like
Picked
Birdie.
off by Nasir Adderley, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And some room to roam now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell 1 step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it as fuel for next year. Better offseason conditioning, great OTAs and minicamp. You know as well as I do, they'll have T-shirts in their lockers that say, unfinished business. They want to get back there and next time win it.
And that does it.